Hi, good day everyone. Welcome once again to my vlog. And for today's video, we will continue our discussion on the different types of coordinate system. This time, we will cover the equinoctial coordinate system and the horizon coordinate system. So please stay tuned while we are exploring this. In the previous lesson, which was about the Earth coordinate system, we learned that there are imaginary lines that help us mariners to locate our exact position on Earth through the use of latitude and longitude. Now, there is an extension of this coordinate beyond outer space known as the celestial sphere or the equinoctial coordinate system. The celestial sphere is simply the universe or the space which encompasses all the celestial bodies, such as the sun, moon, planets, and the billion of stars surrounding the earth. The fundamental concept of the celestial sphere is that the earth is regarded as a perfect sphere and the center of the universe, with the universe being concentric and coaxial with the Earth. Consequently, the term extension is used because it requires merely adding the word celestial to each references. For instance, the North Pole in Earth coordinate system becomes the North Celestial Pole in equinoctial coordinate system. Also, the South Pole in Earth coordinate system become the South Celestial Pole in equinoctial coordinate system. The equator is referred to as the celestial equator or the equinoctial. The term equinoctial coordinate system is derived from this, and it serves as the primary great circle in the equinoctial coordinate system, being projected onto the plane of the celestial meridian. The challenging part that we must be careful not to confuse in the equinoctial coordinate system is the latitude and longitude, particularly the longitude. In this system, latitude is referred to as declination, which presents no issue. However, longitudes are termed hour circles. But there are too many types of hour circles. So to keep it simple, the accurate counterpart of longitude is the Greenwich Hour Angle or GHA, while the difference of longitude or D-long is represented by the local hour angle or LHA and meridian angle abbreviated as T, but still there are big differences of these two terms. Regarding the sidereal hour angle of star and the right ascension of star, although they are also considered forms of longitude, I will elaborate more on this in the topic of time diagram. So please stay tuned for this in the next series. To begin with, the concept of the hour circle, Let me first introduce the prime celestial meridian or the prime hour circle. This is the extension of the prime meridian or the Greenwich meridian in the Earth coordinate system. The prime celestial meridian is simply the 0 degree longitude or the 0 degree GHA or the Greenwich hour angle. Since we are in the celestial sphere, it is more accurate to call it as the 0 degree GHA, and it serves as the reference point to measure the GHA of celestial bodies. Now, using the concept of the apparent motion, where the Earth is considered stationary, celestial bodies appears to move westward from the prime celestial meridian from 0 degrees through 360 degrees. Since celestial bodies cannot move and right in the celestial sphere as a ship does on Earth, we cannot directly name the GHA as west or east. However, we can convert the GHA or Greenwich hour angle to longitude on Earth, and this concept is known as the geographical position of the celestial body, or simply termed as GP. Now, to simply convert GHA to longitude, we just need to follow this simple formula or simple rule. It states that if the GHA is less than 180 degrees, it is equivalent to west longitude. And if our GHA is more than 180 degree, we need to subtract or minus 360 degree in it to give us east longitude. It's very simple, right? Okay, so the calculation will be next, and I advise you to keep watching on the video. Considering that the author termed this hour angle, which is in degrees, because it is the basis of time measurement in the world, particularly with respect to the sun. To make it simple, every 1 degree of movement of the sun from the celestial primary region, it is equivalent to 4 minutes. Therefore, 15 degrees is equivalent to 1 hour. Since there are 180 degrees both in west and in east hemisphere of the primary region, this corresponds to 12 hours each, making a total of 24 hours for a complete 360-degree rotation of the Earth. Eh, this is why the time zone map was developed based on this calculation or concept. From the Greenwich meridian, countries in the Western Hemisphere have a time delay compared to the London time or the Greenwich time, or simply the GMT, while countries in the Eastern Hemisphere have a time advance compared to the London time or the GMT. We will explore this topic further when we discuss the time diagram concept. And to conclude this, did you know that the longitude and the time complement each other? Meaning, we can convert longitude to time and vice versa. Here is how it works. So guys, we are now in the calculation part in converting GHA to longitude. By the way, according to the rules, the DHA will become west longitude if it is less than 180, and the JHA of celestial body will become longitude east if it is more than 180. So we need to minus 360 in order to give us the final answer, longitude east. Okay, so to test this, I have here an example of calculation for number one, JHA of sun, which is 0, 20 degree, 15 minutes. In order for us to convert it in the longitude, we just need to copy since it is less than 180 degree, but make sure to name it longitude, and the name would be west. Again, very simple and easy. So let us move on to the next example. The next example is, or our celestial body is the moon. So JHA of moon is equivalent to 225 degrees, 30 minutes, and 50 seconds of arc. And it is more than, sorry, it is obvious it is obvious and clear that this is more than 180 degree. So we need to minus 360 from this. So we need to um, make do a simple calculation. 360 degrees minus 225 degrees, 30 minutes and 50 seconds. You can also input this in your scientific calculator for faster way of solving. So it will give us an answer of 134 degree, 29 minutes and 10 seconds. So this will be the longitude and the name will be east. Again, it's very simple and easy, right? So I have for the third and final example, I have here a JJ of star, which is equivalent to 180 degree, 20 minutes. Again, it is more than 180 degrees, so we need to minus 360 in it. Okay, so we do the basic calculation by just simply subtracting it, and we will give an answer, or we will get an answer of 178 degree, 40 minutes, and your name or symbol will be east. Okay, it's very simple, right? And now we go straight on converting longitude to time and time to longitude. So for this, I have this example. Longitude 125 degrees, 15 minutes, 30 seconds. And in order for us to convert this to time, we just need to divide it by 15, since 1 hour of 1 hour is equivalent to 15 degrees. Okay, in a faster way or simple way is by calculator. So we just simply type the given longitude and divide it by 15. So it will give us an answer 8 hours, 21 minutes, and 02 seconds. Okay, so as you observe, I didn't put a unit in 15 degree. So we try another way. Now we divide it by 15 with symbol. And you can see the answer is in this decimal. But again, do not worry about this since you need to click the degree, minutes, and seconds button and it will give us the same answer. Okay? The other way or method to convert longitude to time is by conventional way. So this is the longer version of the calculation. In order for us to solve this, we need to solve it one by one. So 125 degree, we need to divide it by 15. It will give us an answer of 8. So 8 times 15. By the way, this 8 is equivalent to hours. So we put it here, 8 hours. Um, 8 times 15 will give us an answer of 120. Then we minus 125, 220. So this will be the remainder. And we multiply it by 4 since 1 degree is equivalent to 4 minutes. So the answer will be in minutes. So this will be 20 minutes. And we put it in the column of 20 minutes or the column of minutes. Okay, so for the next is, so we need to divide 15 minutes by 15. It will give us an answer of 1 minute. So put that answer in the column of minutes. And finally, 30 seconds of arc. We need to divide it by 15. So the answer will give us 2. And it is in the form of seconds. And we just need to add all of this. And it will give us an answer of 8 hours, 21 minutes, and 02 seconds. This confirmed that our answer is correct and the answer using the scientific calculator is correct. Okay, this time we will going to convert time to longitude. I have here an example of time, assuming this is local time or ship time, 08 hours, 21 minutes, 02 seconds. So the solution is we need to multiply it by 15 since 15 degrees is equivalent to 1 hour. And the faster way to solve this is by using the scientific calculator. We just simply type this in our calcu. First, we by 15 and it will yield an answer of 125 degrees, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds of arc. Okay, so if you observe, I didn't put any symbol by 15 but accidentally put a symbol of 15 um, and multiply it by our given time. The final answer will be in decimal form. But again, do not worry. You just need to click the button of the degree, minutes, and seconds to convert it into arc, degree, minutes, and seconds. In traditional way, we need to multiply one by one the hours, minute, and seconds. First is the 8 hours. We need to multiply it by 15. It will give us an answer of 120 degrees. And the 21 minutes will be divided by 4. So the answer is 5 degrees. So you put it in the columns of degrees. Next, since the once we divide the 21 by 4, we will get a remainder of 1. And we multiply this remainder by 15, and it will give us an answer of 15 minutes. So you put it in the column of 15, the minute arc minutes. And last thing, we need to divide 2 seconds by 4. So conventionally, it will give us a 0, but the remainder will give us 2, since 2 minus 0 is equals to, and we multiply it by 15. And we will get an answer of 30. And it is in the arc of seconds. So we add this all together with the respective column, and we will give us an answer of 125 degree, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds of arc. And that's confirmed that the answer or our answer is correct. For the final components of the equinoctial coordinate system, let us discuss the declination. Declination is similar to latitude on Earth, with everything being the same in terms of definition and illustration. It is measured from the celestial equator with a maximum value of 90 degrees north and 90 degrees south declination. Since it is parallel to the equator, there is also a term called the parallel of declination. Similar to the parallel of latitude on Earth, the parallel of declination is also known as the diurnal circle, which represent the actual movement of celestial bodies over a 24-hour period from our viewpoint on Earth. And as a trivia note, did you know that the maximum declination of the Sun is about 23.5 degrees north or south of the celestial equator, while the Moon has a maximum declination of 28 degrees north or south of the celestial equator? This means that the Sun and the Moon cannot exceed these limits. However, other celestial bodies such as stars and planets can reach up to 90 degrees maximum declination. And lastly, to wrap up this topic of the equinoctial coordinate system, I have here the Nautical Almanac 2024. So by the way, the purpose of this is serve as the ephemerides of the exact position of the celestial bodies. So since we learned that the JHA in declination of the celestial body is also the longitude and the latitude of Earth, so basically mariners need this publication or book to locate the position of celestial body. So I have here example of the sun and moon. On your left corner, there are the given tables of Aries and the other planets. Okay. So as you observe, there are JJ, especially in the top corner of the table, and the declination is um, next to the JHA information of that particular celestial body. We learned if the JJ is less than 180 and we convert it to the longitude, it will give us a west longitude. So for this example, 178 degree 21.8 minutes. It is exactly 178 degree 21.8 west. And for the declination or the longitude or the latitude rather, it says that the sun at 00 GMT, it has a latitude of 90 degree north, 22.1 minutes. The same goes here with this moon. At 00 GMT, it says that the moon is at 299 degree, 01.9 JHA. So we need to calculate it to give us the exact location of the longitude. So we simply minus 360 on it. So 360 minus 299 degrees, 01.9 minutes, and it will give us an answer of 60 degree 58 minutes 6 seconds longitude, and the symbol is east. Okay, and adjacent to the JHA is the declination, and it says that the declination of the moon with that particular time GMT 00, it is in the 01 degree 54.4 minutes north. Okay, that's all with this topic. Thank you very much. For the next series, we will continue with the horizon coordinate system and the orthographic projection, and also the time diagram for the computation of the altitude true bearing of the celestial body. Thank you once again for tuning and listening.